Partner man, who? It's your partner man, who? You know what I'm talking about? It's your partner man, who? You know what I'm talking about? What's good with the people, man? How's y'all doing on this tragic turn Thursday? Say tragic turn Thursday. What you talking about, bro? We gonna get into it, but before we do that, what's good, people like he ha ha, Ken in the pen, all my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't, man. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing. Keep their head up, keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, swing that finger, young man. Worldwide INC. What'd you say? Worldwide Incorporated. What you say? Worldwide. You know what I'm talking about? I say, bro, what that mean? Hey, it mean everybody included. You feel me? Uh, and Dugu, just talk to him, man. Keep your head up. Cutthroat, Mike, Lil Rue, not Lil Rue, Lil Rue. You know what I'm talking about? Tata the player. That's who comes next. Get well soon, man. You know what I'm talking about? Same thing, bro. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing. Keep their head up, keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get through these disclaimers. Now, good brother like myself, man, I don't promote no drug usage. I don't promote no drug sellage. I don't promote no alcohol consumption. Don't take a sip of the sippage. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, I don't promote no crime. I don't promote no violence. I don't promote no domestic violence. Keep your hands off the people. I don't promote no negativity. No, man. Me, man, I don't promote. Shh. They say, what, bro? I don't promote. Shh. All I promote is y'all go ahead, do what you're going to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we just don't know how much of it we got, man. But a good brother like myself, man, I ain't prejudiced, no. A good brother like myself, I ain't got nothing against the sexually different, no, man. A good brother like myself, I ain't got nothing against the little people, no, man. Me, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me. I just love me some everybody. As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest. You know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace. You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? And that love. What'd you say, bro? That love. Back to the YouTube community, man. You with me? Hey, check it out. Check it out, man. Come fuck with a nigga one time. You know what I'm talking about, man? What's good with the people, man? How's y'all doing on this tragic turn Thursday? They say, bro, what you talking about? Oh man, you know how it is. It's damn near like the same all week, bro. Tragic turn, just like tricky turn, just like all that shit, man. Hold on real quick, y'all. What's good with the people, man? You know what I'm talking about? The PNP then took her rightful throne. She can sat on down. What's good with the people, man? How's y'all doing on this tragic turn Thursday? You say tragic turn Thursday? What you talking about? Oh, I got a good one for you, man. I'm still tripping off this boxing shit, man. I say you tripping off the boxing shit? Yeah, man. This is a tragic turn, bro. Just the way of the world, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody gonna feel some way when this you know what I'm talking about? It's just like this Tank Davis shit. This nigga done took a knee, right? But they're like, hold on, before I even get to that knee shit, they actually trying to sit here and belittle this man, Lamont Roach, about filing his petition about winning this motherfucking fight, about his motherfucking world-class performance that he put on that night. And it's easy for people just to say, man, rematch him and rematch him. All right, we might rematch him and all that. Nigga, what about my performance on that night? That's what I want credit for. My performance on that night. Fuck that draw. The same way you would want your credit for your performance that night. You know what I'm talking about? But that's what we do in the world, bro. We try to discredit people by the hypothetical shit. Just like, oh, you know, Tank gonna get him in a rematch and all. Y'all thought Tank was gonna get him before the rematch. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you just did. And like I say, I ain't got nothing against Tank. I like Tank. I just hate all that bullshit. You know what I'm talking about? Now, if Lamont Roach would have took a motherfucking knee, you get what I'm saying, and they didn't call that shit, it'd be a whole different argument. You get what I'm saying? Tragic turn. And they trying to put a guilt trip on motherfucker. They trying to call a motherfucker a snitch about getting this motherfucking rule right. How the fuck is that snitching, nigga? Do y'all know what snitching is, bro? Snitching is when you telling on a criminal charge, bro, that can get somebody in trouble, bro. You can't get in trouble. You just gonna get your credit. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all crazy as a motherfucker with that shit. And notice to be the same motherfuckers talking about oh, this nigga snitching, y'all just use that shit now. Y'all don't give a fuck about no snitching, bruh. Y'all just use that word now, bruh, to make somebody feel guilty about what it is they finna do, bruh. If y'all gave a fuck about snitching, y'all wouldn't be interviewing Lil Woody and Charleston White and all these niggas who promote that shit. Y'all don't give a fuck about that shit. You know what I'm talking about? But Tragic Turn go just like that, bruh. I ain't bullshitting with you. Just like tricky turn, nigga. That's just why you don't do that shit. Five. That's just why you keep the game even, bruh. Because if you don't keep the game even, you can't cry when it's your turn. Tragic turn. You know what I'm talking about? I just want to know, when have y'all seen that shit in any other fight? When have y'all seen somebody just create their own rule and take a knee? Talking about they have something in their eye and shit. When have you ever said that? The rule said if you take a motherfucking knee, bro, it should be counted as a knockdown. And you can go to the other, y'all remember when Mayweather took a knee and his glove hit the motherfucking ground? You know what I'm talking about? And his glove hit the motherfucking ground? I don't know why Zab Judah didn't appeal that shit when that nigga glove hit the ground. Should have been a knockdown. You know what I'm talking about? But shit just crazy, bro. They do. They'll do anything to discredit you, bro. They'll do anything to just turn this shit around. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't bullshitting with you. Now everybody saying that you feel that way because it's your favorite fighter. Y'all laughed at Devin Haney and he got cheated. You get what I'm saying, bro? Shit don't make no sense. Have you ever got cheated? Let me ask you something. Have you ever got cheated, lost a fight? Like, have you ever been finna fight a nigga with a fist fight and the nigga whipped out hammer and start blowing? Did you try to go fight that nigga again? Did you want your rematch? Y'all be saying shit just to be saying shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about? We good for telling somebody else what they should do. You get what I'm saying, bro? Tragic turn. Thursday. And why that shit ain't good, bro? Because the universe always comes back around, folks. So the same shit I keep telling you will make you laugh or make your ass cry. You be sitting there trying to do a whole bunch of it don't matter when it's the other people. You know what I'm talking about? It don't matter when it's somebody you don't like. You know what I'm talking about? It's a hee ha ha then. Everything is cool. Then as soon as that shit happen to you, you over there crying there. That shit look crazy as a motherfucker. Tragic turn Thursday, man. You know what I'm talking about? And that just goes for life, bruh. You should treat people the way you want to be treated. You shouldn't do nothing. You know what I'm talking about? If you wouldn't want that shit done to you. On some real shit. You shouldn't. But we have a way in this motherfucking world to where we just get to do what we want to do. It don't matter. It's always our way. You get what I'm saying? Y'all wanna just like when nephew got cheated. Y'all wanted to take pictures and shit. They gonna say, bro, you sound like a Devin Haney fan. I keep telling y'all, I am a Devin Haney fan. I'm just a boxing fan. You know what I'm talking about? You can call bullshit when it's bullshit. Because once again, when like another race cheat, y'all act like that shit don't matter. Then when a black person cheats, y'all act like that's the only way he was winning. I don't get that. I don't get how the coverage is always different. That's what I don't get, bro. Tragic turn. Thursday. Y'all act like Canelo didn't pop dirty. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all acting like Tyson Fury didn't pop dirty. Y'all acting like Ryan Garcia didn't pop dirty. You get what I'm saying? But then, it doesn't matter. Y'all something straight out of the comic book, bro. Tragic turn Thursday. And why I'm telling you it's not good to be like that, bro, because when it's your turn, you're gonna look crazy as a motherfucker trying to explain that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Now, you don't have to call a gun. You could be biased as a motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? You could like who the fuck you like. You gonna do that anyway. But that's not the point. You know what I'm talking about? Same thing will make you laugh, will make you cry. You know what I'm talking about? So don't try to act like when, just like right now, everybody trying to act like, they trying to use everything else that it's like they trying to discredit the other nigga's performance. You can say whatever you want to, he's this, he this. On that night, that nigga got up in there and he handled his business, bro. And that's what they trying to discredit you from. They trying to act like because they done sat here and put all these big ass draws on Tank. You know what I'm talking about? And they been teasing everybody else about the same shit. You still ain't heard nobody come from the standpoint, how did Tank have this big of a problem with a motherfucker coming up from 130? Because Shakur, Devin Haney, Keyshawn Davis, like all these other motherfuckers, if a motherfucker would have moved up and they would have had problems with him and the motherfucker who just moved up gave them their best fight, they would cover it different. You get what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about this, the Devin Haney fans and the other fans, Shakur fans that's just trying to tease Tank. And I ain't talking about that shit. I'm talking about what you really seen. You know what I'm talking about? That's why before the night of that fight, you can go back to the video, I don't know which one, I don't know if I was live or whatever, but I told you. That's why when this fight come on, you turn your volume all the way down and you watch the fight for yourself because they're going to try to talk you into something else. And that's just why you do that. You watch it with your own eyes. You don't listen to what people say. Because if you listening to that fight and you listening to the motherfucking announcers, they going to make you think, they going to make you think something else. I turned that shit off from the moment they start talking about why a nigga doing this and that. Like, you can't stand in front of a nigga and fight if you feel like that's what you want to do. They try to tell you like that was crazy. You know what I'm talking about? We acting like we didn't see that nigga make that nigga fight in the middle of the ring. You know what I'm talking about? We acting like we didn't see that nigga catching them niggas, punching with that nigga on them counters. You know what I'm talking about? We acting like we didn't see that. And it was still a good ass fight. Like I said, I don't take nothing away from Tank. I don't. But I think you should just the problem is y'all don't be giving niggas they credit on that night. Y'all always got some bullshit in the game talking about a draw, a split decision, and all that old bullshit. Y'all won't just call a fight the way the fight is. Y'all start using politics and shit. Talking about this is the champ and all that. So, if I'm fighting the champ and I edged him just barely, but I did more damage to him than he did to me, I'm not supposed to win the fight? Because what, I'm supposed to knock the champion out? This shit don't make no sense. It don't. If you win the fight, they should just give you the fight you won. You shouldn't have to go through that much trouble to win your fight. But to me, it seemed like they're just trying to take credit away from Lamont Roach. You know what I'm talking about? In hopes they could get a rematch because in their mind, they hope. Because they just seen Tank, you know what I'm talking about? Now they acting like Tank wasn't on his best game or something. How about you just ran up on somebody who was ready for that shit, bruh? That's how that shit gonna look when you run up on somebody, no matter how good you bring. Because that shit that Tank bought that night would have knocked anybody else out. It only looked like that because the other nigga showed resiliency and he wanted to win just as bad as Tank win. Y'all act like Tank fought a bad fight or something. Everybody could have did more that fight. In any fight, a motherfucker could have did more. It's just what you did on that night, though, bro. You could always go back talking about what you could have did, should have did, bro, but he did enough on that night. That's what I say. Y'all trying to make it seem like Tank was off or something. They was arguing in the corner and all that shit. Tank didn't look off to me, though. I seen Tank hit that nigga with a body shot that would have knocked anybody else out. I seen Tank hit that nigga with a few punches that would have knocked another motherfucker out or at least wibble wobble. You know what I'm talking about? The bruh wouldn't, he just wasn't going for that shit. Tragic turn. Thursday. It don't be no fun when the rapper got the gun. You know what I'm talking about? But now y'all act like that nigga not supposed to go chase his victory. Like I'm not supposed to petition because this nigga took a knee. And they just acting like he didn't even get punched. He did get punched. He got punched right in his motherfucking eye, as a matter of fact. That's where he got punched at. There wasn't no motherfucking grease. It was grease off that glove. Nigga, that nigga got punched right in his motherfucking eye, bruh. You seen the video just they done slowed that motherfucker down. He hit that nigga with a jab, got him right in his eye. That nigga got the blinking backed up and took a knee, bruh. That's what he did. So if we keeping it real, bruh, he took a knee from the result of a punch. You can't do that, even if you was hurt or you wasn't hurt. That shit don't make no sense though, bruh. It don't. Tragic turn. But that's just the way life is, bruh. I'm not bullshitting with you. You know what I'm talking about? Everything is gonna be when you do it, it's not gonna be okay. Then they gonna give you a motherfucking excuse to do it. I told you, Brown had been in the hole I've been talking about this shit all week, folks. I ain't bullshitting with you, bro. When it's on you, if it's your dope, if it's your gun, I don't promote no negativity. You know what I'm talking about? Entertainment purposes only. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew says, oh man, nephew says, oh man, you know what I'm talking about? If it's your dope or your gun or something, then they get found in the car, you supposed to take your case. Because that's the real shit to do. Now let it be somebody else's dope or gun, nigga. At that point right there, it's gonna be, I ain't gonna take my case. I think we can beat this. You know what I'm talking about? It's gonna be take your case. But when it's somebody else shit, they gonna be talking about we all can go to jail because we could beat this. Because the police don't know whose it is and all that shit right there, bro. That's tragic turn Thursday, man. I'm not bullshitting with you. As always, we supposed to keep the game clean when it's on somebody else. But is you gonna keep the game clean when it's on you? Because once again, that's all that matters. You know what I'm talking about? Because I know we live in a new world where we just like looking at everybody else, talk about everybody else and what they should do and all that. But don't none of that shit really matter, bro. What really matter is you gonna keep the game clean or not. You know what I'm talking about? That's what's gonna help you or destroy you. What somebody else do, unless you know them people and it's something like connected straightly to you. But just the people you don't know, you be running around talking about, bro, what they do or they don't do, bro, that shit ain't gonna do nothing for you. It's what you do or don't do. That's gonna determine how far you get. On some real shit. On some real shit, bro. But I can't even explain it. We just like kids in this day and time. You know what I'm talking about? Because when it's on us, we gonna make excuses, and when it's on you, we gonna tell you what you supposed to do. We gonna tease you, we gonna laugh at you, all that shit. Then when it's on us, it ain't funny. No, this what really happened and all that shit right there. Like I said, I think we should just give everybody the same. I think we should give everybody the same leeway, or just crucify everybody the same. You know what I'm talking about? Pick which one you gonna do. Either everybody get leeway or everybody get crucified the same. You feel me? It's that simple. Tragic turn Thursday. But if you knew like I knew, I don't know what y'all done seen in life. But just far as myself, that's the number one reason why you just keep the game clean. You feel what I'm saying? Because you gonna want the same leeway when it happened to you. That's why it's not really good just to crucify people like that and shit. Because when you in that situation right there, bruh, you gonna you might want a little sympathy. You feel what I'm saying? You might want a little leeway. You might not want motherfuckers to trying to crush you and cook you. You know what I'm talking about? When the same shit happened to you. You know what I'm talking about? So when you out here and you coming by other people in situations and shit, bro, you might wanna you might wanna think about that then. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, when it's other people, it ain't on you. When, you know what I'm talking about? You can't wait till it get on you to start thinking about it. When you come across other people, you know what I'm talking about? That's a good time to start thinking about it. Like, damn, if I was in that position right there, man, what would I want? You know what I'm talking about? How would I want a motherfucker to treat me? Or, you know what I'm talking about? That's the time to think about it. But us, that's normally the time when we come on with the, we hit the gas. You know what I'm talking about? Get to cooking and crushing motherfuckers. Then the same shit happen to us and we, you be looking silly. You feel me? That's why it's good to treat people the way you want to be treated. You know what I'm talking about? Because if we stuck to that code right there, I think everybody would just be happy. That's what I think. I think when you try to get away with what you try to get away with, you know what I'm talking about, and you just want the game like the way you want the game, I think that's where the problem comes in at. You know what I'm talking about? You say, bro, why is that where the problem comes in at? Because that's when you end up getting what you want but complaining about the same shit when somebody else do it. You know what I'm talking about? Like you don't like people talking loud, but you always talking loud in people's face. But then you get upset when they do it to you. You know what I'm talking about? That creates a lot of that. To where you just become a calm man or a calm woman. You know what I'm talking about? You just become a calm person. Might even be a calm baby. You know what I'm talking about? You just become a calm person. You just try to get away with your game. And you don't really respect game. All them niggas was froze. I was wondering what the fuck happened. Them niggas just was froze on the TV. But on some real shit, bro, your game is what's gonna have motherfuckers around you or away from you in life. So just know, nigga, like, don't nobody know when they gonna pass. So, nigga, you just out here, bro. You are your product. Better make sure you're good. I mean, you ain't got to. You could be a bad product. You could be that bunk dope, but that's gonna be on you. Don't nobody want that shit. But you have a long life to live. You know what I'm talking about? If God say the same. So while you on this motherfucking road, just I've been telling y'all this all week. That's why they got all them little cliches saying. Some of that shit be right, bro. Like you don't fuck people over on your way up because it ain't no telling who you just. It ain't good in fucking people over. You shouldn't just get in that habit, bro. It ain't no telling who you might need. It ain't no telling who could help you. You shouldn't just get in the habit of fucking people over. Even if you run across people like that, you should just leave them people alone. You feel what I'm saying? You shouldn't get in that habit of fucking over people, bro. Because once again, you are your own product. And like, once you damage your own product, bro, like, you can't blame nobody else on that. It ain't like nobody came and damaged your product. You the way you is. I be telling you, bro, that's why it's good to be a tragic turn Thursday. That's why it's good to be accountable for your conduct. You know what I'm talking about? Because you can't never blame your conduct on somebody else, even when you try to, because it's what you did. You know what I'm talking about? You can give whatever reason or whatever rationalization, excuse, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You can say you did something for any motherfucking reason. You know what I'm talking about? Just like that nigga say he took a knee because it was some grease in his eye. You can give any reason after you do some shit. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't even, like I'm telling y'all, that's the world we get into. But it don't even matter what you did, it was the reason why you did it. You know what I'm talking about? And that just, like, you get away from your action. So you can just run up and strangle an old person, nigga. You get what I'm saying? And you can just say, man, that nigga looked at me crazy. That nigga said something about my grandma. You can just give any reason, bruh. But you just strangled an old person. Like, I don't know, bro. You just gotta be more careful on your conduct. You get what I'm saying? Because to keep it real, you shouldn't even be making excuses for your conduct. If you did something, whether it was fucked up or not, nigga, you should just be comfortable and nigga, fuck you, nigga, that's what I did. You shouldn't really have no excuses for shit you did, whether it was right or wrong. And that's what I don't know, maybe next, or maybe on my live. But I gotta come with a video about that right and wrong shit. Not even right, just wrong. You know what I'm talking about? Because what the fuck is wrong? Sometimes I think y'all just be talking. Repeating shit you've been hearing for years. I don't think y'all really been out here in this life and did no research for yourself and get to your own understanding. I really think y'all just used to people telling y'all shit. Tragic turn. You know what I'm talking about? And man, it ain't no telling, bro. You gonna see that shit a lot in your lifetime. You just gonna see tragic turn. I know you done seen it already. A motherfucker that was living high on a horse, nigga, you turn around, they done hit on hard times. But they was just on their high horse side on everybody talking shit. Now they acting like somebody laughing at them or, you know what I'm talking about? Because the game is never funny when it come back. You know what I'm talking about? Because you know Whatever the fuck you do, it's gonna come back to you regardless, bruh. It's just up to you whether it's good or bad. You know what I'm talking about? But what do I know? Only you could prevent forest fires, man. With that one right there, if you don't remember nothing else, man, always remember it don't cost nothing just to show a little bit of that love.